So first thing we do when we start up here doing an inspection is to put our shingle gauge on the roof and determine the warranty length of the product. And we're going to lift this bottom shingle here just enough so we can figure out what size the drip edge is. We're going to set it on there. We're going to get a measurement of the drip edge itself. One of the things that we're also looking for is going to be like the granules and your gutters. As I'm going through, I'm just kind of looking over the roof specifically, looking to see what I see. And in this instance, as I walk through, I mark a couple of spots where I know that that's definitely hell. And what this does is, as I'm doing an overview of the roof, it indicates direction. Well, I'll take photos of each individual vent. I'll put a tape measure like this on every single pipe that we have and snap a picture. I'll get overviews of any of your valleys, just looking to see what the overall shape of the roof is, and we want to know kind of what what we're expecting as far as like how much ice and water we need for the valleys, how much ice and water we want around our penetrations. So this gives us an idea of calculation when we go to do our final estimating and invoicing. Overviews again, pretty much while I'm doing an inspection, as I'm turning like this, I'm snapping photos. I want to survey everything, looking at the gutters just to see if we have any kind of impacts on here. And what we do is we take a piece of chalk. If we think we got an impact, just run it on there. So this is sidewalk chalk. It does come off. That'll wash off in the rain. So we mark it to see if we see any kind of soft metal damage there. There actually, surprisingly, with all the hail damage we've had on this roof, on these roofs, there's no damages on these gutters, just mainly because of heavier gauge gutter. We also want to know what size shingle you have, or if the shingle is still being manufactured. So in order to do that, sorry about the close-up shots. In order to do that, we want to get on the shingle edge, and we want to get a measurement on it. So we'll snap a picture of that, take into consideration any kind of detail areas that are like this right here is almost a dead valley, goes into the wall. How much flashing do we need to replace? How many boots do we have to have for plumbing penetrations? Do we need crickets? And this already got a cricket, but those are all items that we look at anyway. So details. These processes that we do are all in the details. In order to document an insurance claim properly, we have to know all the information about the roof before we go into consideration of filing a claim. So over there, I've got a test square already drawn out. So I've already inspected this entire roof, and I'm just getting off it for the day. But we do take into account all these things. So again, that's not a normal detail on a house where you have a steep roof going into a flat roof that connects this porch overhang here. So those are all things that are taken into consideration as far as what materials we need to keep it up to code. And we put that into our documentation as well, so that way we're all covered there. So again, just a process, and this video is pretty short. I just wanted to give you a general overview of what you get when you get an inspection done to clarify, document, and understand the storm-related damages that are on your roof, possibly, or whether there is or isn't. It's the homeowner association. They weren't sure whether they had damage, so they hired a team to come in and just do an inspection to make sure that they were okay before they filed a claim. we want to know all the details so that way you're best covered when we go into the process. Down here is a it's an aluminum flat panel roof. It's typical for a porch. If you see all those X's there, those are all hail impacts. These have all stretched and damaged these panels, so there you have it. This is a hail inspection with Prescription Roofing.